apparently, the non-amazing Lucas, the amazing bottom, dusty hat, the dusty one, throw that hat away, the hater, the white. You know what? I was going to go in for real. Check me out on Patreon where I don't have restrictions. Hey, this nasty loser, right? He decides he wants to go after Officer Tatum. That's something he does on a regular basis. Just going after any black person who's doing well that doesn't agree with him on his nasty woke Dr. Umar opinions, right? But let's see what he has to say. To be honest, I'm not defending Officer Tatum in any way, shape, or form. I ain't defending anybody. I just know Dusty Hat is crooked. That's all I'm saying. Let's check this out, man. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video. Check me out on Twitch and Kick if you want to watch me live stream. All right, just a bonus. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what Dusty Hat has to say. All right, let's see what he out here pushing his woke agenda.
He is having a mental breakdown.
Describing yourself? Dusty Hat? He described himself just now? Like, that's your regular basis, my bad.
Oh my goodness. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but our favorite Sambo soldier is having a mental breakdown. That's correct. He's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay.
You say Sambo soldier? What? Oh, that's disgusting. He just comes up with the goofiest nicknames for whoever has opinions that are opposite of his. Wait, you're black and you're not just going to agree with everything I say like we're a monolith? Let me come up with some disrespectful ass name.
If you happen to take a look at Tantrum's Twitter account, he is going off on Nick Fuentes and he's going off on like Charlie Kirk conspiracies, which are, of course, being spearheaded by Candace Owens. He's slowly coming to the realization.
We didn't even get to the Candace Owens segment. He's obsessed. We didn't even get to the Candace Owens segment, bro. And the tears already is flowing. He gotta cry about her. I'm telling you. He's just mad because he tried to get with her and she was like, hell no. Never. And he ain't never get over it. He's been crying ever since.
That the Republican Party is filled with a bunch of racists. No, God! That's what he's coming to the conclusion. And even if he comes to that conclusion, he'll never acknowledge it, right? He'll never admit it. And I want people.
Yo, this is dusty. My bad. Yo, fam, come on. Fam. This dude is dusty. My bad. I'm not even trying to go in that hard. But, like, why are you that dusty? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not, that's the hat, the shirt. Like, do you ball that shirt up and just, well, he does wear the same shirt he does with it. We gotta do a dust check, guys. If you're new to the channel, this is the dust check portion of the show. We see the actual amount of dust that Lucas has been collecting in his piece. Lucas. That's not right. There's no excuse for this. Did you like just roll around in kitty litter before you got on stream? Well, y'all are Puss in Boots. So that makes sense. You definitely are Puss in Boots. If I had to say so myself. So you rolling in kitty litter before you get on stream. But you know what it really is? A lot of people keep saying, I seen a clip. All right, I seen a clip of Lucas doing some of that blue magic. Some of that Nicky Barnes. Some of that Frank Lucas. Seen a clip of that. Now, I don't know if he's still on that type of time. But who knows? Hey, how you doing, Chris? He said he looks shiny. He looks shiny, like sweat been building up for weeks. He's got a gleam to him now. Nah, that's facts, though. That's facts. That's all the Hunter Avalon glaze that he's been doing.
People understand that has been the case for quite some time. That's where I said deuces, because they kept on talking about, black Chicago, black on black crime. And I was like, okay, you keep on bringing this up. What are you doing about, the crime rate there? How are you helping the black community? And they then respond with, lift yourself up by the bootstraps.
Come on now, dog.
So it was like, okay, you don't want to help or give solutions, you just want to criticize and chastise. And then we see the Lyndon B. Johnson quote, and it all makes sense. Because you have a lot of these, middle class to poor who are like, well, I'm better than you, even though their conditions are, essentially a trailer park. But because they have, well, you're black and I'm white, that means I'm better than you. So that way they keep on, donating to Trump's campaign or donating to the Republican Party, and mum's the word.
Some of you may die.
Sound like Trump derangement syndrome, if you ask me. That's what it sound like. So he's just making stuff up.
But it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
That's how they pull money, extract money out of their pockets. That being said, there has always been an underlying current of a racial tone within the Republican Party. Now, I will admit that it's been, I will say, more of dog whistles and a sleeping giant within the Republican Party. Because we can even look at...
You used to be Republican, though. Like, yo, he's just full on tripping. He's full on tripping. Hey, what's up, Napa? How you doing? Hey, this dude is wildin'. It's like he don't even hear himself.
Nick Fuentes talking about how he himself got radicalized by Mark Levin. Mark Levin, fam. Okay, I don't know if y'all have ever listened to Mark Levin, but hearing that he got radicalized by Mark Levin is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And he was talking about how Mark Levin said, hey, America's no longer be a white country. You think that's a good idea? And it got him thinking, yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
He goes live and he says, America's becoming a majority non-white country. Does anybody think that's a good idea? And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that actually doesn't sound so good.
But that has always been consistent within the Republican Party. But it's been silent, right? It's been dormant for the most part. They try to deny it. No, we're all about, American people. Even now, when it comes to DEI, CRT, oh no, we just want meritocracy. We just want people who are qualified for the position. What people like Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson, by giving him a platform, and mind you, Tucker Carlson was just calling him, gay not too long ago while they were kikiing with Candace Owens.
And he just was so worried that he just went on the attack because he doesn't know how to have normal relations after being banned everywhere.
You can't call somebody else a part of the alphabet community and then use the vocabulary like kikiing. That's crazy. He was kikiing.
I think there's
that could be one element.
The angry gay kid thing going on. Yeah.
Or it's the...
And Nick Fuentes was doing exactly the same thing, attacking Tucker Carlson, talking about he wants to call me a Fed. He's the one that's a Fed. He's the one, that's elitist.
Tucker Carlson said I'm a weird gay kid in the basement. But I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Tucker Carlson says I have so many trust funds I never have to work. Tucker went to a $45,000 per year private high school, then a $45,000 per year selective Ivy League school in New England. Tucker Carlson's daddy was a Reagan appointee. And then, after years of bragging about being an elite, bragging about being so out of touch and so rich, now he's going to be the spokesperson for all the white people. Now he's going to roll up his sleeves. I just like to hunt and fish in my log cabin. I care about Klarna and credit card debt.
3 hours later.
I was listening to Mark Levin's show, This goes to show how normie I was.
Actually,
I listen to him every day.
And we see how quickly all that beef is squashed, all right? And I would argue this is something that Black Americans can learn from, that when a crisis ensues, that all this, oh, you Black, you African, you Caribbean, all that goes by the wayside, that there is unity against a sole enemy. You need to learn from what we just witnessed. People that were talking trash, mad disrespectful to one another, have come together to unify over, hey, we've got to keep the country white, all right? I may have talked trash about you, you may have talked trash about me, but at the end of the day, we have got to keep our majority. We have got to keep our power. We've got to keep our control.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I just want to put that into perspective, especially given...
This nigga sound crazy. That's wild. That is wild as hell. And mind you, once again, I'm not a fan of, what's his name? Fuentes. Not really a fan of his. I don't watch him. Not that I have anything against him. I just don't watch him. Right? If I had to say anyone who is mentioned within this one video that I actually am a fan of or watch them, it would be Candace Owens. I watch her content more than anything from what he just mentioned. Right? So I'm not biased. This nigga just sound like a loser. Right? And I'm noticing this is like the 20th video back to back where he's wearing the same shirt. I know because every dust check, it's the same. The same dust plus more. He's adding additional dust onto his shirt. And yeah, he does sound crazy.
You know, the diaspora wars and all this goofy talk. I just want people to understand how quickly they get on code. But that being said, you have to understand from Tantrum's perspective. Tantrum has nothing. All right. When you have people like Dinesh D'Souza who are speaking out against Fuentes, and you have other individuals who are like Dave Rubin who are speaking out against Fuentes, you have to understand that the vast majority of the party don't want those people there. This is something that I said. I was like, Dinesh, you're Indian, fam. They don't see you as American. And we're now starting to see that that's exactly what they meant. When I said, hey, when they say American, they're not talking about brown and Black people. They're talking about white people. And people will say, oh, Lucas, you're racist. Oh, you're just speculating. I'm like, now they're coming out and saying it.
No, you are racist. Like, if that's one point that I've ever said that I want to be clear, is that, yeah, you're pretty racist. You definitely one of the most racist YouTubers I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's like you went to the school of Dr. Umar. So I don't want anyone to mistake that. That's just facts. That's what he's saying right now.
Sleeping giant that I was talking about, now they're slowly waking up. All right. Now they're slowly coming out and saying, well, yeah. All right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear anything from you. We see this currently when it comes to, the YouTuber who went to India and had the little, the poop parade or whatever, the poop festival or something like that. And you see a lot of these accounts that are like white accounts that are actually ran by Indians that are now attacking, white people. So now you have this little internal war from all these racist accounts that were attacking.
This nigga here. It's an internal war with your hat. You said this dude's so worried about what Republicans and white people are saying, yet is he doing anything other than this to change whatever his issues are? No. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, yeah, nah, he's not. He's not doing a damn thing but crying and capitalizing off of it. That's it. Off of woke tears. That's like his number one seller. This woke ass tear. And why is he looking at the camera like that? It's crazy. Hey, what's up, Donald? How you doing?
Black people that now they're attacking, the same people that they were at one point in time defending. And you're having a lot of these people who were never, ever meant to be a part of the party. They were just there because they're Stephen from Django. And that's what we're witnessing right now. Tatum is going through a Stephen from Django where he's crying over Massa. And what's happening is that he's realizing that the people surrounding him, they see him as Stephen from Django. He thought that he was.
How was you crying when Hunter Avalon quit his YouTube channel? That's what that was. That failure as channels.
Was a freedom fighter, and he was one of the good ones. And you know what? This is what black people should be represented by. You know, they should be more like me. And all along, they've been thinking this Negro is a house Negro. We can use him to our empowerment. We can use him to our benefit. Same thing like Dinesh D'Souza, right? Same thing like, you want to know another person, Patrick Bet-David with his PBT podcast. They don't see him as American. They see him as an Afghani, Pakistani.
How PBD just get a... They just catch us straight. They just catch us straight. Like, what's going on? That was a low blow. Pause. But that was crazy. Just randomly calling him out.
Refugee. That's what they see. They see him as an immigrant. He will never be American in his audience's eyes because he's not white. Damn. Dinesh D'Souza, no matter how many, bullcrap videos he pulls out, right? 7,000 views and everything to justify and validate his racist audience beliefs. They will never see him as one of them. Why? Because he's Indian.
Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
Damn. The same thing for Tantrum, right? No matter how much he wants to say, oh, black people this and black people bad in Chicago and all this, they will never, ever see him and acknowledge him as one of their own. Why? Because he's black. Damn. And
what year are you living in right now? One of they own, they'll never... Huh? How about you just live your life? How about that? Just you so worried about what other black people are gonna do or white people and just sitting over here just being nasty. Like, how does this benefit you? Oh, wait. His audience is a bunch of woke losers. And they don't care.
now you have people like Nick Fuentes who are letting them, essentially giving them the A-OK to come out and say that. Because now they're in the position of, hey, we're going to lose our majority, all right? I don't want to be a minority in this country. I don't want to be treated like that. So now that fear right there, that fear is very powerful. That fear can, in many cases, can give people a little push. That fear is going to act as gasoline in many of these people's tanks. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to start.
You mean like the fear mongering and all the nasty racial wars starting that you're trying to do on your channel on a regular basis, multiple times per day? Said Lucas is definitely not amazing. Facts. Big facts. There's not a damn thing about him that's amazing. Not nothing. He's the non-amazing Lucas. Or as what they've been calling him in the streets, the amazing bottom.
Seeing a lot of people who you would never in a million years think to be racist. There's no way he would be racist. There's no way. He doesn't even talk about politics. He doesn't know anything about politics. They're going to come out of the woodworks and be like, no, he's right. I agree with him. I agree. And you're going to be shocked. And what you have to understand, the reason why all these people are coming out against individuals like Fuentes and Tucker and all the rest of them is that they won't have a job. Damn. They won't have a job. They will have.
Y'all right. It is constant crying. That's all he doing. It's constant crying. Ask him how is he going to make any kind of change. He won't have an answer. So in no way. He's not going to have an answer. He's just talking out his behind. Pet detective. He's straight Ace Ventura right now. That's why I always laugh like this dude's a clown. I don't think anyone should take him seriously. I said this dude's been brainwashed. Yeah. That's facts.
have no employment.
And he admitted, Dr. Umar, he's been donating to Dr. Umar's non-existent school that's never going to come out. And he's just proud of that. Proud of being a fool. Crazy. I said the volume's low. Let me check. No, the volume's high. It's probably just my voice. If you mean my vocals. Yeah, I talk kind of low. That's my natural tone. How you doing, Daniel? Yeah, that's my natural voice.
Moment in time, the Republican Party goes full mask off, right? They may give it a little hint here, a little hint here, a little teeth here. Once they go full mask off, all right? They go full mask off, they won't have a job, fam. They won't. Tatum will be unemployed. Tatum is as dumb as a pile of bricks. He got nowhere to go. Dinesh D'Souza, dumb as a pile of bricks. He got nowhere to go. Vivek Ramaswamy, nowhere to go. Patrick Bet-David, nowhere to go.
Where can you go? Where can you go? You're a failure in all aspects. Your mom don't like you. Couldn't get a girlfriend for nothing to save your life. You out here judging everybody but yourself. Come on here with the dustiest shirt I ever seen in my life. Fam, I ain't get a haircut in a minute. You still the dustiest person on screen right now. That's insane. Please, I don't wear the same shirt consecutively for 40 videos back to back to back. This nigga is just having a time in his life being dirty. He like the villain from Pootie Tang.
If once their audience actually denounces them because of who they are, you're Indian, you're not really like us. As long as you are.
This nigga quoting Kendrick? What? Why? Why do you have to quote Kendrick? I don't understand. Why is this a thing? Why are you quoting Kendrick? Well, I forgot my whole train of thought. What was I about to say? That nigga said, not like us. My name is Lucas. And they're not like us.
Tap dancing for us, we like you. The second you stop that tap dancing, you get a reality check, bruh.
Wake up, nigga.
You get that wake up call real quickly, and that's going to be happening like a domino effect. Now I'm gonna do another video when it comes to the whole, Republican conservative civil war, because that's what we're witnessing.
Shut up. Hit the like button, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, follow me on Twitch and Kick.
That's what we're witnessing, especially with the conflict with Israel, especially with what's going on right now with Charlie Kirk. There is.
I said, you were saying how he was a rainbow warrior. Facts, though. Listen, no judgment, nothing. Hey, listen. That got nothing to do with me. Nick. Get. Yo, how I didn't want nothing to do with it so much. I almost fell out the damn chair. That ain't that bad. I was like, listen, okay, I don't want nothing to do with that. It just no judgment here. Almost fell out the damn chair. My bad.
Very much a conservative civil war, but you have these people such as Dave Rubin, such as Dinesh D'Souza, Vivek Ramaswamy.
Listen, my vocals is low. I could try to turn it up. Let me see. Just to, make sure we good out here in these streets. Make sure we good. I could turn myself up just in case. How's my vocals now? Well, okay, yeah, should be good now. And let me edit it on here as well. Alright, my mic should be alright, my bad, that's on me. I have a very low tone. Some people say it's relaxing. Y'all saying it makes sense now? Yo, y'all hilarious.
Swami, Patrick Bet-David, Brandon Tantrum, Candace Owens, and a lot of them that were.
This thing is obsessed with Candace Owens. Guys, tell me if the volume is better for my vocals now.
Brought in.
If you're watching this during live stream.
Okay, they were brought in with this wide net that was cast. Thankfully to Trump. So you brought all these people in, all these browns and the blacks and the gays and everything, and they don't really mess with that. They don't really mess with that at all. They want white and they want Christian. That's what they want. And I hope people understand what their vision is for the country. And if these people get in power, these people get the ears of enough white ignorance in this country, that's
Yo, what? Sound racist as hell, dude. Like, I really hate it when he does that term or says that term. Right? Like, it really annoys me. Super annoys me. Because it sounds racist as hell. If someone said that about black people, I don't think there would be like a positive reception. I don't think people would be like, yeah, that's great. So it should be the same thing.
exactly what will happen. And it'll be game over for everyone. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not you believe, well, Lucas, that's not true. America's for all Americans. And as long as you're pro-American, I ain't got a problem with you. Or if you believe that same person who will say that to you, you let him be a minority when he goes to the grocery store. You let him be a minority when he goes to his neighborhood or his apartment complex and see how quick that switch flips.
Huh? Man, shut up. His victim mentality is annoying, bro. I'm not a victim. Call it what you want. Pull it up. What do you call it? Pull it yourself up by the bootstraps. I don't care. However you phrase it, I'm not no victim. So when I hear people like Lucas sitting here crying, God knows how long, it just makes me beyond pity him. This thing is just a clown. Right? This is someone I would never take advice from.
Flips. See how quick he changes his mind. See how quick he'll call you an N-word or Pajit or any other derogatory or slurs that they have. You'll see how quick that these people who be your brothers and sisters, be your co-workers, that will change at the drop of a dime once they get that little bit of fear. You'd be surprised.
Is that coming from the video? Yeah.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you happen to have
I definitely did not enjoy it. I was hearing some feedback just now. Yeah, Lucas is a cornball. Straight cornball, bro. I don't think anyone should be taking anything he says seriously. Not in a sense of something you should follow, but that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch and Kick.